Welcome to the Career Dev Podcast, where we dive into the strategies, insights, and real-world experiences that help you navigate your career with confidence. Hi, I'm Dr. Tracy Shroyer. I'm your host, career coach, and professor, and I'm here to help you land the job that you want, grow in your profession, and take control of your career journey. Whether you're job searching, leveling up, or making a career pivot, you're in the right place. So let's get started. Hey there, welcome back to the podcast. I'm Dr. Tracy Shroyer, and today we are digging into a hot topic that can make your resume shine or make it sound like ChatGPT took over your job search. So we're going to talk about using AI for resume writing without sounding like a robot. So this episode, especially for those who may feel stuck and staring at a blank resume and you may not know what to put on it. Maybe you've tried using AI and got weird or overly formal results and weren't sure what to do from there. Or you're wondering whether it's cheating to use tools like ChatGPT for your job search and things specifically like your resume. So I want to clear that up and I want to walk you through how to use AI ethically, efficiently, and effectively in your job search. So first off, you may be saying, is it okay to use AI for resume writing? And the short answer is yes, but only if you use it in the right way. So artificial intelligence, AI, is a tool and it can really help you. It can help you to overcome the blank page paralysis. It can help you to draft rough ideas. It can help you to rephrase bullets for your resume. And it can help you to pull out key skills from a job description. But it is not completely a substitute for your judgment, for your personality, or for your career story. If you let AI do 100% of the writing, your resume will 100% sound like it belongs to someone else. Here's how I recommend using AI. And here are a few smart ways to use AI in your process. So the first one is to use it to help you brainstorm accomplishments. This is the area of the resume that I find most clients have challenges with identifying and being able to capture clearly what are these accomplishments, and especially types of quantifiable accomplishments. So a prompt example that you could use in this case is, what are examples of resume bullets for someone who improved onboarding in a mid-sized company? So you're not giving away any information about who you are, what the company was. You're just simply asking for what are some examples so you can look at that and then take from that what makes the most sense and fill in the pieces that align best to your experience and the story you have to tell and the stats maybe that are included in there. And maybe it comes back and doesn't give you something with any kind of quantifiable accomplishment. And you can ask the question in return, a follow-up to say, how might I integrate a quantifiable accomplishment or quantity within this bullet point? And it can give you some ideas from there. The next thing is you can use it to analyze a job description. And most people don't even think about this. And when I mention it to them, it's like mind blown. But you can copy and paste a job description, put it into ChatGPT, and prompt it to say, summarize the key skills and priorities for this job description. Now, like I mentioned in our episode about keywords, you should not use this as your only way to find keywords. And you absolutely definitely want to copy and paste it into a Word document or print out the job description to be able to go through and highlight what are some keywords, skills, expertise that are being looked for, especially in those jobs that you are very interested in and want to definitely make sure that you are first in line and that you're getting a potential interview for. You want to take your time and prep and prepare. You want to take your time and really prepare and make sure that your resume is tailored for that job. So you want to be very cautious on what you're doing. You can absolutely use ChatGPT to help validate those types of things, but don't use that alone. The next one is helping to reword for clarity. So you could prompt AI and say, rewrite this bullet point to be more concise and results oriented. So maybe you have the line that says, I was in charge of team meetings weekly. So how could ChatGPT help you to take that specific bullet and make it more concise and results oriented? Here are some things that I encourage you not to do as part of using AI like ChatGPT. So here is where some things can go wrong. So ChatGPT or any kind of AI tool can create vague, overly formal statements. An example of this is saying a highly motivated professional seeking to leverage synergies, blah, blah, blah. So that's very vague, it's very generalized, and you want to be cautious of not having that type of thing included in your resume. Another thing that AI could do is it could fabricate experience, numbers, or phrases that you didn't actually say. So when I'm working on client data and I need support on something that may be a quantifiable accomplishment, and I am playing around and brainstorming with ChatGPT, I've had occasions, several, where it comes back and it gives me a quantifiable accomplishment. And I'm kind of looking around and I'm looking at the data that the client gave me, any kind of data that I have from them. And I go back to ChatGPT and I say, did I feed you that? Like, where did that number come from? And it's only then does it come back and say, oh, well, that's a placeholder. But it didn't tell me when it gave it to me that that was it. So be very, very cautious of that kind of thing happening for you as well. Also, it can remove your voice, especially if you're doing a copy paste and you're not doing any kind of editing. It can make it feel very robotic sounding versus more your personal experience and your story and what you did. So the human touch still wins when it comes to working on your resume. The most compelling resumes are going to sound clear, they're going to sound confident, and they're going to sound human. Take away that robotic voice. So AI can help you get there faster, absolutely, but you are the one that's going to have to steer that ship to end up putting it in a spot and making it so it is clear, it's confident, and it's human. So when you're in doubt, I would recommend using AI to help you generate starting points. You can also edit like you're talking to a real person and ask yourself, does this sound like something I'd say in an interview? If it does not sound like you, if maybe you've not used ChatGPT or any kind of AI tool for very long, sometimes it's still very generic. It's still very robotic. Even after you've been using it for a while and it starts to get to know your voice and things like that, there are a lot of things that are new to it that it starts to push out that it hasn't learned enough about you. There's so much about you. How could it learn all of that? So you want to think, does this sound like something I would actually say? So if you want to take the next step with your resume and you missed the Rock Your Resume live workshop that was in early September, and don't worry, I've got you. You can access the workshop replay. That is available at tracyshroyerphd.com/job seekers. So whether you want to revise your resume with support, you want to build a version that finally reflects your value, or you want to stop second guessing every job application, you're going to find tools, you're going to find guidance and encouragement waiting for you in this workshop. So I highly encourage you, go to tracyshroyerphd.com/job seekers and be able to access that replay of the workshop that'll wind right in your inbox once you sign up for that. So some final thoughts. Using AI is not cheating. It's really a shortcut to clarity. And it also depends on how you're using it. And how you use it is going to make all the difference. So next week, we're going to tackle something that a lot of mid-career job seekers deal with, and that is the experience gap. What is it? Why does it happen? And how to bridge it on your resume. So until then, keep going. You've got this, and I'll catch you on the next episode. That's a wrap for today's episode of the Career Dev Podcast. I hope that you found inspiration, insights, and actionable steps to move your career forward. If you enjoyed this episode, please don't forget to subscribe, leave a review, and share it with someone who could benefit. For more career tips and resources, connect with me, Dr. Tracy Shroyer, on LinkedIn or visit my website at www.tracyshroyer phd.com. Thanks for tuning in. Keep growing, keep learning, and I'll see you on the next episode.